On September 2nd, in 2010, my day started out like it always did. I always took my two kids to school. I dropped my daughter off at her school, and then I took my son to his elementary school. My daughter's name is Kade, and my son's name is Kade. He was in 2nd grade. And I dropped him off, and he put his arm around me and hugged me and said, "Love you, Mom," and ran out the door like every other 2nd grader. That day was a rather busy day for me as far as real estate goes. I had 2 closings that day, and it was a really exciting day for me. The kids were scheduled to walk across the street after school to their dad's school where he worked. About 3:15 that day, I got a phone call and asking me where I was. And I said, "I'm at home." And they said, "We're coming to get you. There's been an accident." Not thinking the worst. I thought maybe he had a broken arm or broken leg. But I didn't know all the details because everybody was really hush-hush until I got to the emergency room. I arrived at the emergency room at the same time that the ambulance arrived with my son and my husband. He was with him. My husband walked in with this horrible ghost-looking face and said that Kade had been run over. Kade had been hit outside of his school by a car, and it instantly threw him and killed him. When I went into the emergency room, the doctors were working on him, and all I could see were his little feet sticking out from underneath the blanket. His eyes were closed, so I never got to see his bright blue eyes again, but his face looked perfect. He wasn't scarred, he wasn't bleeding. All I could think was, "I'll never get to hear 'I love you, Mom' again." In the weeks to come, after Kade's death, we were receiving tons of beautiful cards and people stopping by to visit us and people donating money. And we as a family decided that we needed to do a greater cause. We needed to do something in Kade's memory to keep him alive in some way. He was such a compassionate, loving little boy. We as a family and a group of friends from Gardner decided to go ahead and create the Kade Meyer celebration run, and it's a 5K and a 10K and a kids fun run in order to be able to create funds to help kids in the Gardner School District continue their education. In the first year, we had such an awesome turnout. We had over 1,000 participants come out to Gardner and do this run. We had almost 200 of those participants were children with big grins and excitement to run that race for Kade. We just completed our 3rd annual Kade Meyer Memorial Run in September, and we are pleased to announce that we have been able to give out $30,000 to 8 different kids that are graduating from Gardner over the last 3 years in scholarship funds. Well, that's awesome. Obviously, during this time of chaos and grief, there's no way I could work. There's no way I could even think about working with a seller or a buyer at this time. But the day after the accident, 3 people in our office stepped up, actually more than 3, but 3 I can name. Michelle Parrish said, "I'll take all of her sellers." And Katie Williams said, "I'll work with all of her buyers." And between those 2 and Judy John stepping up and calling all of my clients and letting them know what had happened, I had the security knowing that I was still going to be able to close the business that I had in the pipeline and know that they were being taken care of by these agents. I definitely want to thank all of the Keller Williams agents, not just in our office in Overland Park, but all the agents in the area that has done so many things to help with not only me surviving as a mom, but participating in the run, sponsoring in the run. I'm so proud to say that our Keller Williams office has been the top sponsor, donator for the Kade Meyer run over the last 3 years. And that makes me very proud to be part of such an awesome organization that loves their people and takes care of their people in the good times and the bad. If you're a walker or a runner or just like to cheer people on, I definitely want to invite you to come out to our 4th annual Kade Meyer Celebration Run in September of 2014. Or if you would like to make a donation, you're welcome to check out our website. It's at www.kademeyer.com. Keller Williams and Heartland Partners in Caring are agents helping and taking care of agents. And I couldn't be more blessed to be part of such an awesome company like Keller Williams.